Hello, my little crones and my little munchkins. How are you today on this last day of the week, which is Sabbath, Saturday? Let me tell you what's going on in the skies. You know I like to keep you update with the moon. So right now it is a half a moon. But it's a half a moon because it is getting ready to go dark. So meaning dark, this is a time for you to get rid of things that you don't want, like old feelings, anything internal. Because the moon deals with your innermost being. So anything that's dark, this is a good time that if you want to end relationships and you want to start focusing on that and sending that energy to the moon. Anything that's negative, this is a time to start expelling it to the moon because it's getting ready to go dark. So it is passing so it can come back around and be full again. So with that being said, so you know the moon and you know its phases. However, I like to also add that any phase of the moon, you could do whatever you want to do. Let me be clear with that. But for me, that's what I do. For me, when the moon is full, that's when I start putting in my petitions to whatever it is I want. When the moon is waning and getting smaller, that's when I start casting out everything I don't want. I start burying it, throwing it in the trash, meditating on it to get rid of it. And all the things that I do want during the full phases of the moon, that's when I write them down, bury it in my plant that I have just for that. So I want to share that with you. Now, on the recap this week, I'd like to do my recap. The first recap I like to do is with Sierra. Is her name Sierra?
Yes.
Sierra and Wilson. And they are talking about their multi-million-dollar home. Okay, congratulations. I just wanted to throw something out there about that. Okay, that's not nice though. I just don't think that's grand news, but I just put it out there. Okay, also, what else is going on in the news? It was something else I wanted to talk about. So I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to talk about, before I do that, let me explain. These are the things that happened during this week, okay? From Sunday during Passover to now. So this is what I'm dealing with. So in this week news, which made big topic news, was the 14-year-old Zaya. Is her name Zaya? If I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry. Zaya Wade. She's a tranny. And what's going on with her, if you don't know, is that she was a boy and she carries herself as a girl. But she has another mate that she's 14, I think her mate is 14. And what was trending and probably went viral Easter was she was kissing her other 14-year-old trans, which was a girl that transferred to a boy. Figure that out. Okay, so in a way for me, that is funny. Like, I can't wrap my head around that totally. I'm transferring over to a girl because I don't want to be a guy. And I'm being with a girl. So that's good for me. Because if I was a mom, I would be like, okay. But anyway, that made news and you could see why. And like I said, it was because of I think the age difference, and people were weighing in on it. Where do I weigh? I weigh in on a lot of things, but this is what I weigh in on. I don't understand why anybody would want their 14-year-old showing public affection and putting it for the world. And what I really don't understand, these are celebrity kids. These are celebrity kids. And when you think about it, to me, it's like you putting your children in harm's way. You're setting them before the world for everything that you love and everything you hate. Everything you loathe. That is what you're putting these kids in front of. I don't understand. Y'all have all the money in the world. You know what I don't understand? I don't understand. All of you famous people, even Beyonce included, Kim, all of you with your fame, why are you keeping your kids in the industry? When the industry street has been rough on all of you. Why wouldn't you want your kids to be a doctor so you can have a doctor in the family? A lawyer, an accountant. I don't understand that. You know, if you're a rapper, then you're raising kids that want to be rappers. I guess at the end of it, excuse my ignorance, I just think that, I don't know, maybe 1/4 of the world is drunk on fame, you know? And maybe someone could say the same thing about me. But I'm not famous. And I have a purpose. But these are people who have no purpose other than to just exploit their children or exploit themselves. I don't understand this. So anyway, when it comes down to Zaya, Wade, and her boyfriend, all I'm saying is, wait till you're 16. 14? What are you, 14? What are you, in the 8th grade? I guess it's right. I kissed the girl and I liked it. Yeah, that's all I got to say about it. Because I just think that it's just too young to be introducing yourself. Being tranny is one thing, and you're making a statement. But all this love making at that age, I just think love is complicated for the old. For the old, which I'm going to talk about, what is it, Married
at First Sight.
Married at First Sight. I'm going to get into that. But it's like everybody is rushing to be in love. And at 14, Lord have mercy. That's all I got. Now, the next person I want to talk about is Benzino. Benzino was on Speak On It. So he was on that with Candy, and all of you know that I have a fine love with Candy. She had to grow on me over the years because I used to didn't like her. I used to think, oh, she used to annoy me, you know. But one of the reasons why I love Candy is because she cares. She's always looking to get somebody on, to help somebody. Hook me up, Candy. But she's always willing to help. She is the most unselfish person that I've seen on TV and on the Housewives. And you know what? That's why she'll always be blessed. Givers always blessed. Don't you know the more you give, the more the universe have to give back to you, but you got to do it with the right spirit? You can't fool yourself. Fooling yourself is like fooling the universe. Because you are connected to the universe. You are connected to the energy, the source, the divine. So whatever you do inside your heart, you're already connected because it's energy housed inside a body. So anyway, speaking on it with Benzino, you know I love Benzino. I mean, you know what I mean? Love. I like his character because I think he tries to be honest. He's very passionate, and when he was on Speak On It on the Candy show, Speak On It, I think he did a good thing in defending himself. It started turning out to me because I know that Candy she may not want to say it, but I'm going to say it. I think Candy is bisexual because she goes both ways. She's married and she's faithful, I'm sure, and whatever they do, I'm sure they do it in the confines of their marriage. But as far as I'm concerned, and the way that the old crone sees things, I see it when you enjoy sleeping with women and men, that makes you bisexual, whether you're married or single, and I have no judgment. So for me, when she was talking about the training, she was just seeming like she was coming off a little too hard on Benzino for me. You know, she was like treating it like you lied, you this and that. She didn't say it, but that's what it came off to me. However, with that being said, she did go in and she went into the root of it, and she went to the hard problems of it. So I really, really, really like that. And from what I gathered out, Benzino, by just talking to her, see, I told you he needed somebody to talk to. By talking to her, I realized that's just what he needed, what I said, and she seems to help him. And not only that, she was going to help him get hooked up, get his page and everything. She's a sweetheart. Candy, you're a sweetheart. And her show, I don't know if it's doing the way that she wanted to do, but I hope it comes back for another season. I really do. Whether it's good or whether it's bad, I enjoy the show because it's such a family-oriented show. However, I wanted to come back. Even if this year didn't do good, I wanted to come back for another year, just another season. Why? It just needs to have that. So people can really just give them time. So that's what that. Now, A$AP Rocky, you know where he's at. He in Barbados with his girl, you know, and I think he got out on bail. Somebody got him out on bail. However, the way it looks, he's back at Barbados with his girl. That's where A$AP Rocky. And NeNe Leakes is suing Bravo. This is such a travesty. I don't get NeNe. I'm sorry, you can hate me, love me, but I just gotta be honest. When she was with Bravo, they let NeNe run the show. And far as I'm concerned, NeNe got very, very cocky in her position. She started disrespecting the show. She started disrespecting her co-workers. She got real vain. She became a narcissist. Word. And she was walking off set saying what the hell she wanted to say. She got real mean. She was downright petty and cruel. She was intimidating. And from off my television set, my big screen, she intimidated me. And she would make those looks like she would look like a pit bull. And so to hear that she's suing Bravo, her and Andy Cohen was the best of friends. And he let her get away with a lot. So now it's like, well, she's not suing Andy Cohen, but she's going after the favoritism with, what's that, Kim Gosiak, I forgot her name. Anyway, see how much she's out of my life. But anyway, she's going after, I think it's old news. I think you made money. Girl, go on with your life. She feels like they blackballed her. If you ask me, I don't know what it's like to be blackballed, but from my point of view, you may not like it. You blackballed yourself, sis. You just can't see yourself. I'm talking about NeNe Leakes. You can't see yourself. To me, you turned into a narcissist. Or the narcissist that was in you showed itself. And you became very disrespectful. And I don't say this out of hatred or anything, NeNe. I say it if you get this message, or a friend of a friend, or a friend of a friend of a friend of that friend of a friend, or you bump into Candy or a friend of hers that saw this show. There's no hatred. I'm just telling you how I see it. I wish you nothing but the best, NeNe. I do. I really do. But I would be afraid to work with you because you like to control. And even though you don't see it, and the way you treated Cynthia, oh my God, and the way you treated Kenya, and things you did to everybody on that show. I'm talking about the real players. And then you think that they was racist, and you think that Kim got away with a lot of stuff. NeNe, maybe she did. But NeNe, you said a lot of racist stuff too. You did. To Kim. You did say racist things. And so if you're going for Bravo, girl, they got so much stuff on you. You just be careful. But nevertheless, I wish you nothing but the best in your pursuit, because obviously you need it. But if it was me, I would go and get a business. I would have a bookstore. That's what I really want. I would have a bookstore, esoteric store, where I would have classes and I would have books galore. I would have candles, making candles to your taste. I would have, oh my God, I would have so much in my store. But that's my dream. I don't know if I'll ever achieve it, but that would be the one thing that I would definitely do, is own a spiritual bookstore. And I would have readings and everything. I'm going in and on and on and on about myself. But anyway, back to recap. So anyway, that's pretty much what's going on. However, I was looking at this show, Married at First Sight. I don't know if any of you, my little crones and my little munchkins, ever seen this show. But I tell you, can I speak it the way I feel it? Who are these people, these counselors, that hook these people up? I'm sure they're going to have a litany of things to why it wasn't them. Who? These people are horrible matchmakers. Horrible. Horrible. Can I say it one more time? Horrible matchmakers. And it is 8 weeks. Why don't you do a season? 3 months. Jesus, 8 weeks. These counselors are horrible. And I think 25 years old is just too young to get married. Why don't y'all do like 40s and 30s? Why you go with these babies? This is why a lot of this doesn't work. They're immature. If you're going to do 20s, do people that's 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. And if you notice, nope, I can't even say that. This show is entertaining, but it just gets me so livid. Because if I was on that show, and then some of them really want to be hooked up and they really want to be married, and then you hook them up with people that don't want them, what the hell? What kind of mess is this? This is appalling. And these are people's lives. And you have one black man. And I guess you have a Spanish woman. I don't know. You need a black woman in there. You need to keep everybody is, but you need to add another black woman that's similar to me. That's going to keep it real. Be 100. But this what you all doing? You're horrible at it. You need to give lie detector tests. I want to know, do you accept, do they come in? Do you check them out? Do they have to give physicals? Do they have STDs? I mean, how deep does this tunnel goes? I knew I was going to go on and on and on. You know how I get the rant about them right at first sight. Good idea, but I want to see winners. I don't want to see you got 5 couples and only 2 make it. What the hell? That don't give you hope. And it's been like that for years. And this is the first time I'm talking about it because I'm appalled by it. This is ridiculous. Up your age group. Stop marrying 25 years old. They just barely got out of college. Child, you know. Well, anyway, that's what's going on in that. Now,